what I would do, then I was doing my masters. What I would do is that anytime I gather some money, I'll just use to buy land. Anytime I gather some money, I'll use it to buy land. Anytime I gather some money, I'll use it to buy land. Now, pick the first thing I say. The first lesson I picked, I said here is this. I was making $2,000 a month in 2021. Then $1,000 was like 300,000 naira. So I was making close to a million in 2021 a month. Every month I was making close to 800K some month, 1 million some month, and 600K. But I was making more than $2,000 every month in 2021. So what I'll do is that I'll gather, I'll save like 500K. I'll use it. I'll keep save money for 2 3 months. I used to buy land. So all the money I had was I was buying land. I bought up to even 10 plots in different locations, right? And I felt that was still one of the mistakes I made. You are going to learn from my story. Just follow. Now, the first thing that you should pick from this is that I was making $2,000 a month. That's the first lesson you should pick, which is investing is not for somebody that is poor. I'll tell you the truth. You will not succeed as an investor if you are struggling. It is not for somebody that is not making constant income. So if you are here, you want to make it as an investor, please, the first thing you should do is to figure out how to make constant income. That is one thing you should do. How can you make consistent money online or offline, whatever? Because it is not when you are not sure of your next income, that's when you should be investing. No, you should be consistently making money. So after some time, I realized that I should diversify. So I started learning about crypto. So I started buying crypto. In fact, when I was buying land in 2021, 2022, I was still buying crypto. What I would do is that if I make money a month, if I make like 800K a month, I will spend only 200K. I will spend only 200K. I was doing my masters, I was sponsoring myself, so I had a lot of bills. That time, a dollar was 300, so things were not very expensive. Things were not very expensive like now. So 200K was a lot of money in 2021. So I'll use it. Then I'll keep 500K for land. I'll keep 50K. I'll invest 50K in crypto. I'll invest 50K in crypto and I'll use the other 50K to take care of my school bills because I was doing masters. Masters used to consume a lot of money because you spend money on projects, school fees, and all that. So that was what I was doing. Then after some time, I noticed that many of the crypto I bought in 2024, I made a lot of money from them. 2024 bull run came and many of my crypto went up. There was a day I even made 2 million naira one day from crypto. And this is because in 2021 coming, I was investing, I was buying crypto, I was buying. 2021, I was making money. Like there was one time in 2024, after the bull run came, that was when I started FMC actually, 2024. Some of you have been here since 2024. That was when I started FMC. That 2024 bull run, we made a lot of money from crypto. Like I will just open my portfolio, I will see that I made $100 today, I made $200 today. Just from sports, we're not even doing futures. So that 2024, I still diversified into the stock market. That was when I started actively buying stocks. So right now, my portfolio is consists of real estate, which is landed property, the stock market, Nigerian stock, US stock, crypto, and mutual funds. But I'm going to be specific and I'm going to tell you every single stock I have in my portfolio in this session. I'm going to tell you every single crypto I have in my portfolio and why I have them. And I'm going to tell you every single the mutual funds I'm investing in and why I'm investing in them. So let's start with my Nigerian stock market portfolio. Now, my Nigerian stock market, I don't have many stocks like that. I think I have about 5 stocks or 6 stocks. Now, one thing about me in Nigerian stock, let me explain. This is my strategy when investing in Nigerian stock market. I have two strategies. I have one strategy that allows me to invest for the long term. So there are some stocks that when I buy them, I don't plan on selling them for at least 5 years. Then there are some stocks that when I buy them and when I see profit, I sell. And I'm going to tell you guys here. For instance now, in my Nigerian stock portfolio, I have Jais Bank. So if you are listening to me, any stock I have in my portfolio is a good stock. So if you are thinking which one should you buy, you already know which one you should buy, because I will not buy nonsense in my portfolio. So I have Jais Bank. I bought Jais Bank when it was 2 naira. I even told you guys here. Now it's 10 naira. And I've sold some parts. When Jais Bank grew to 15 naira, I sold some parts. I told you guys here. Some of you are just joining us, so you won't know. But as we are growing together, this is our academy. In fact, by grace of God, next year we have a physical location where we'll be having maybe monthly meetings and sessions. So there are still lots to learn. So if you are just joining us, don't worry about missing anything. We still have many opportunities to make money in the financial market. So I have Jais Bank. Then my biggest investment in the Nigerian stock market is UBA Bank. UBA Bank. I didn't even put much money in Jais Bank because it is a low market cap stock. For those of you that have been following me, I taught you guys what market cap means and how it affects stock. If a stock has low market cap, it is risky, right? Anything can happen and you lose money from the stock. So when I invested little amount of money in Jais Bank, it's because it's a low market cap. So I wanted to minimize my risk. But I have a lot of money in UBA Bank stock because UBA Bank is a high market cap. I believe in UBA Bank, although it has not really been performing very well lately compared to its counterpart like Zenith Bank and GTCO. Zenith Bank and GTCO have been performing very, very well. But UBA has not performed very well. So I'm just looking at it, but I have UBA. Then I have Transcorp Hotel stock. I bought Transcorp Hotel stock at 90 naira. I told you guys here when I bought it. It's now over 200 naira. And I have sold some part of my Transcorp Hotel stock, but I still have some which I don't plan selling anytime soon. So these stocks are good. Then I have Dangote Sugar. Now, I want to share my screen and show you guys something. So just follow me. I want to share my screen. I want to go to Dangote Sugar financial statement and I want to show you guys something. I have Dangote Sugar, but I don't have much money in Dangote Sugar, and I'm going to show you guys why. So let me try and share my screen here. So just follow me. Can you guys see my screen? So I need to know if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. We are seeing it.
Very good. So I'm trying to go. I have Dangote Sugar, but I don't have much money in Dangote Sugar, and I'm going to show you why here. Why I don't have much money in Dangote Sugar stock. Now, the way I invest is this: I invest according to sector. I don't just randomly buy stocks, right? So before I invest in a stock, I will ask myself which sector is missing in my portfolio. By the time I finish explaining my entire Nigerian stock market portfolio, you are going to see that I have different sectors and it's well diversified. So now, if you look at the financial statement of Dangote Sugar, for those of you that are just joining us, please, if you go through the course, I already taught you guys how to read and research on stocks. So I'm not going to start explaining all this. So just try and go through the course if you are just joining us. So Dangote Sugar, look at the financials. I want to show you guys something. Look at it. If you come to this revenue, revenue is the total money that a company has made. The total money the company has made. So this 2025, Dangote Sugar made 829 billion. 2024, Dangote Sugar made 665 billion. 2023, Dangote Sugar made 441 billion. 2022, Dangote Sugar made 403 billion. 2021, Dangote Sugar made 276 billion now. Good, they are making money. But are they profitable? Revenue is the total money they made, but it does not mean they are profitable because after they pay salaries, after they take care of expenses, the remaining money left is what will determine if they are profitable. So that is where we are going to check their real income, which is this, their net income. This is the main cocoa. So revenue is the total money the company made. That's what revenue is. But net income is the actual profit. If you look at the net income, you see that it's showing minus 64 billion here, minus 192 billion, minus 203 billion. So it means that Dangote Sugar is not a profitable company. They have not been profitable for the past 3 years because they have been owing money, right? That's why you're seeing that their net income is showing minus, minus, minus. But then, why did I still invest in it even though they are losing money? It's because of the reason I invested in it is because I want to stop sharing my screen. How do I do that now? It's because of number one, the Dangote factor. Dangote is a big businessman in Nigeria and I believe in him. And number two, the debt has been reducing. How do I stop sharing the screen? The debt, the money they are owing has been reducing. But then I didn't want to go all in. So what I did was that I just minimized the amount of money I put in and I'll be watching the company. If I see that their next financial report there's an improvement, it means I'll go all in. So I am careful with the amount of money I invested in Dangote Sugar. But I have Dangote Sugar in my portfolio. Then another stock I have in my portfolio is Lafarge. I bought it recently and I told you guys it is the second largest cement producing company in Nigeria after Dangote Cement. Somebody might be asking, why didn't I buy Dangote Cement? It is because I wanted to make more money. Now, Dangote Cement is a bigger company than Lafarge. Lafarge was recently acquired by a Chinese company. In fact, that was why they grew a lot recently. They were recently, I did extensive research on Lafarge and it's a good company to invest in. So if you are looking for a new company, new stock to buy, Lafarge is a good stock to buy because Nigeria is a great economy. The government will spend a lot of money on infrastructure. People will spend money on infrastructure, housing. It will really benefit them as a company because they make cement. But then, Dangote Cement is its biggest. Why didn't I invest in Dangote Cement? I wanted to make more money. Investing in Lafarge will make me more money compared to Dangote Cement. Dangote Cement has a big market cap. It's more stable. But then, it's not going to make me more money compared to Lafarge. So I have Lafarge. I have Dangote Sugar. I have UBA. I have Jais. I have Transcorp Hotel. I have MTN in my portfolio. Actually, I don't need to explain why I have MTN in my portfolio. MTN is a very, very big company. In fact, MTN is one company I so much believe in that they are going bigger. They are going bigger. Don't write off MTN. MTN are doing everything possible to go bigger. They are even trying to compete with Tesla. And I say Tesla, Starlink, because of this their Fiber X. For those of you that are living in Port Harcourt, Lagos, you see that even Abuja, they are bringing this their Fiber X. They installed one in my house yesterday. So those are the stocks I have in my portfolio, and I'm going to be holding this stock for long. Now, if you notice something about my portfolio, you notice it's well diversified. I have two banking stock. One is low cap, one is high cap. I have one stock in hospitality sector, which is that Transcorp Hotel. I have one in food, which is Dangote Sugar. I have one in cement company, which is Lafarge, and I have one in telecommunication company. It is well diversified. Now, these are the ones I'm holding. But in the past, I've bought some stocks, I made profit and I sell. Stocks like PZ Cruising. I bought it, made profit, I sold. Stocks like CWG. I bought it, made profit, and I sold. Right? So there are some stocks, like I said, I have two strategies in the Nigerian stock market. There are some stocks that if I buy and see I make good money. But there are some that I'm not selling anytime soon. Even if I'm selling, I'm only selling some part of it, which is this stock. So these are the stocks I have in my portfolio. There are about 6. Now, I have this idea. Please don't go and pack too many stocks in your portfolio. That's not the best way to invest. Pick some selected few and invest deeply. I spoke with somebody recently that had about 16 stocks in his portfolio. And guess how much is this guy's capital? 200,000 naira. That's his capital. So how will you have 16 stocks with 200,000 naira? Right? So these are ones I have. They are good stocks. So if you are looking for a stock to buy them. But you must know the risk involved in investing in the stock market. Please understand that it is risky, so you can lose money. But then I invested in it. These are the ones I have. I'm not telling you to buy what I have not bought. Then and again, I'm always on the lookout to buy. In fact, I have some extra money in my portfolio right now that I just sitting down there. It's just in my Nigeria portfolio. I have some money there. I'm looking. I've not gotten time to research and take time. If I get time, I'll buy some stuff with them. So sometimes it is some of you, the problem I have with some of us that we are too impatient. When we have money, we are just rushing. Even if you don't have anything to do, just put it in your portfolio and relax. Stocks investing, the timing also matters. Let me tell you something. Some of you that are very, very active in the financial space, you must have heard it. And I'm telling you guys here, there's still a possibility of um, world recession, the world going on a global financial recession. There's a very big possibility that the Nigerian stock market, the US stock market, the crypto market, the entire world economy will crash and the world will go on a global recession. The reason is because of this Iran-US war. This Iran-US war affected oil a lot, affected a lot of oil. They were bombing refineries, bombing oil wells. And one thing that happens when the world oil increases in price is that it affects the world economy. So there's a very high possibility that the world will go to a global recession. And what happens during a recession is that the market will give the opportunity to buy many assets at a cheaper rate because many assets will crash. So sometimes keeping cash is a good idea. Just having some money as cash without buying any asset is still a good idea because it gives you an opportunity to take advantage of market dip. Now, for the US stock market, it's pretty simple because I'm not even very much familiar with the US stock market compared to the Nigerian market. But then it's even actually more easier to invest in the US stock market than the Nigerian market. All you need to do is to ask yourself what is the top sector in the US? It's simple. Tech and AI. These are the top sectors. So investing in tech and AI company is the right way. First of all, I have just four stocks in the US stock market. Palantir, Nvidia, Tesla, and the S&P 500. It's simple. Just four. Palantir, Tesla, Nvidia, and the S&P 500. These are the stocks I have in my US stock market. Nvidia is the biggest company in the world in AI. They are responsible for ChatGPT, many of the AI things, even game, PS5, all these things you see, they are somewhat responsible for it. Then Tesla, the reason I believe so much in Tesla is because it's an advancing technology. 20 years from now, even 20 years is too far, 10 years from now, you'll see that a lot of cars will be using um, EV. There'll be a lot of electric vehicles. So it's an advancing technology. That's why I'm investing in Tesla. S&P 500 is just an ETF that tracks 500 largest companies in the US. And then we have Palantir, which is very, very big in the defense in US. In fact, US company is their biggest client, right? So these are ones I have in my US portfolio. But then that's not all. I also invest in stock. I also invest in crypto. And let me explain something. In the 2021, 2022, when I started investing in crypto, for those of you that have been with me at the beginning of this session, I told you guys my story. I was buying a lot of crypto coins. I bought coins like COQ, bought coins like Well. There's one coin called Moonwell. That coin made us a lot of money. For those of you that have been with me since 2024, Moonwell. Then I bought coins like Dogecoin in 2021, 2022. Those coins made a lot of money. But then I sold all of them because when you are in a bull run, because right now we're not in a crypto bull run. When you're in a crypto bull run, any coin can make you money. In fact, crypto bull run is, some of you have not experienced crypto bull run, and I pray we experience it. We are going to definitely experience maybe in 2 years' time. But crypto bull run is, you see, you'll be making money like magic because you can buy any coin and you make money with it. But then when you are not in a bull run, you need to be careful of the kind of coin you buy. So when you are not in a bull run, you buy good coin that has utility. So what happened was that early last year, I sold all my coins and I stick to just the basic. So currently, I only have Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana in my portfolio. So if you want to buy any crypto coin, please buy these ones. Don't listen to anybody telling you to buy one coin this period. Just buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana. These are only the 5 coins you should buy this period. When we are entered the bull run, then you can buy any other coin. You can buy meme coin and make money from it in the bull run. But we are not in a bull run, we are not in a bear market. So what you should buy is utility coins, coins that you know that they are stable. So these are ones I have in my portfolio, right? So what I do is monthly I invest. There are some months that I don't invest. It depends on the situation. For instance, I have responsibilities, so I'm a family man, I'm the first one. So, but I try to be consistent with investing. So what I do every month, if I have some extra money, I spread it across this asset. I fund my Nigerian stock market portfolio, fund my US stock, fund my um, US my crypto portfolio. Then I just spread it. So I can just buy Bitcoin $50 just randomly like that, just spread it across. That's how I basically invest. Then finally, stocks are high risk, crypto are high risk. So it is important I balance my portfolio for low. I have a low risk investment to balance my portfolio. So I invest in mutual funds. I used to invest in Stanbic IBTC mutual funds before, but then Stanbic IBTC mutual fund have been removed from Cowrywise. And their Stanbic IBTC mutual funds, you can invest in it using the Stanbic app, but the app is stressing me. I don't use that app. I even deposited 5,000 on the Stanbic app. Blueness, for those of you that have heard, I can't even withdraw it. So I don't, before I use any app, before I recommend any app for you guys, I used to always test it. That's why if you notice, I've never recommended AfriInvest. I've never recommended Trove. I've never recommended that Stanbic to you people. I've only told you guys to use Yocha, Bamboo, Cowrywise, because these are the apps I've used. Some app I will deposit money, I can't take my money. Some will stress me, so I don't used to use them. So I've tested a lot of app. I've tested a lot of app, but before I use an app, I will put small money in 5,000 and all that. So I'm using Cowrywise on my mutual fund. So right now, I've moved my mutual fund to Cowrywise mutual fund for low risk. And finally, it's important you also have emergency funds. Just have emergency funds if you're a consistent investor, because sometimes you might need money for emergencies, one or two issues, and you don't want to start selling your investment. Because one key thing that will help you as an investor is allow your investment compound. That is where the magic is. It is not in doing it once, it's in compounding for as long as possible. That is how you are going to make it from investment. I shared testimony of my student that bought a house, that built his house from investing. That guy didn't start in today. He has been doing it for a long time. So the 100 million, 200 million, 1 billion naira you're going to make from investing is not something that will happen overnight. It's going to take a couple of years. But then when you consistently invest, doing it, you are going to see the fruit of your labor. So this is my current investment strategy. As you can see, very simple, not complicated. So what I do is this: from time to time, I need to go and review my portfolio. Which stock should I remove? For instance, I sold corn oil late last year, and I told you guys about it. Corn oil stock, I was losing money. I lost more than 500K from the stock. So when sometimes I'll just go and check the stocks. What is the company doing? Is it performing well? Which will give me an idea if I should sell it, if I should keep it, if I should buy more of it, or if I should limit it. There are some stocks that I'm not buying now. Just leave the one I have. Right? So that is what reviewing your portfolio does for you. Then from time to time, I add new stocks to my portfolio. So if I look and I see that there's a gap, you see, when you are investing, it's like you are building a house. You need to do everything make sense. If you listen to what I've just said, you'll notice that my portfolio is balanced. I have invested across different sectors, across different countries, both Nigeria and US, across different currencies, across different asset classes, right from real estate to stocks to crypto to mutual funds. That is how a balanced portfolio should be. Then you grow it together. So if you are here, you're only investing in stocks, you are wrong, especially if you are not young. As a young person, 18 years, 18, 19, 20, you can even invest in stocks because you are still young, you can experiment. So if you are here, you are even less than 20, God has blessed you because you are learning what most of us didn't have the opportunity to learn, right? I started investing in my 20s. So if I had the opportunity to learn about investing before 20s, I would have gone far now, right? So that's the thing about investing. So now, what are some of the lessons I have learned in my journey as an investor? I'm going to share five, then I'm going to teach you some of the things you can do to minimize your loss in trading and investing. Then I'm going to take questions. So I'm going to do Q&A here. So I'm going to take as much questions I can take from every single one of you, and I'm going to answer your questions one by one. But what are some of the things I've learned in my journey as an investor? Number one, please and please, always find a way to increase your capacity to earn. That's one thing. Always find a way to increase your capacity to earn. It's very important because you can't invest money you don't have. So as you are investing, always invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself. See, I am always investing in myself. If you don't see me reading a book, you see me going through a course. I'm always learning. In fact, if I can show you guys the book I'm reading now, let me show you guys. Let me share my screen and show you guys the book I'm currently reading. I have the hard copy of the book, but I couldn't find the hard copy. I checked my house throughout today, I couldn't find the hard copy, so I had to get the soft copy. If you can see, this is the book I'm currently reading. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. This is the book I'm currently reading, How to Sell to
Yeah, we
Nigerians
can see.
by Akin Alabi. I've read this book before 4 years ago, but I'm reading it again, How to Sell to Nigerians. And then you guys, some of you now be wondering, that's why I'm just looking at all those stupid impersonators trying to impersonate me, going to people's DM, trying to collect money from them. Because most of all the guys, the reason they are doing all those things is because they see people paying me for stuff, and they want to steal. They think that people are just paying me because I'm doing one magic or not. It's because of the investment I have invested in myself, right? How to sell to Nigerians. So after I read this book, it definitely increased my knowledge in selling. So I won't I make more money. And 2 weeks ago, I just finished reading the one by Femi Otedola, Making It. I'm always reading every single. As busy as I am, I'm always reading. If I'm not reading, I'm taking a course. If I'm not, I'm always doing something to increase my knowledge. Let me explain something to you guys. You are paid according to your level of knowledge. It is your, it is, how will I put it? It is, you are paid according to your worth. So your income, the money you have in your bank account is the kind of value you can provide to the market. So number one rule is to always invest in yourself. That's the number one. That is the best investment. The investment you invest in yourself. There is no other investment that reach that one. Because when you invest in yourself, you can command high fees, you can make more money. So please, that's number one. Then number two lesson I've learned is always seek mentorships. I have made a lot of mistakes in my journey as an investor, and many of those mistakes would have been averted if I had somebody I was learning from. For instance, I just told you guys how I lost 500,000 from Corner stock. If I had a mentor then, or I learned from somebody then, I would have not made that mistake. Somebody sent me a stock portfolio yesterday, a student of mine, 2 days ago. He sent me his portfolio, three stocks. Men looking at it, I told him to sell two. I already knew those two were nonsense just by looking at it because of the experience I have. If that guy had not sent that thing to me, in fact, the guy was already losing money already. But if he had not sent it to me and he held on that, he would have lost more money. But because of the mentorship he had, because of the mentor he has, he had um I've saved him from making that mistake. I've also had a conversation with a lady that had many stocks in her portfolio. Many stocks. She had millions of naira in them. But when I did a portfolio review for her, I told her to remove many of them. So that is what mentorship will do for you. It will help you minimize the mistakes you are making. So always learn from people. Get mentorship. If you see somebody that has knowledge and you want to, there's something you want to learn, always pay the person and learn from the person. That's number two. Then number three, don't pursue quick gains. Please and please, don't do Ponzi. I'm telling you, see, Nigerians like Ponzi scheme. It is not good. Don't do Ponzi scheme. Don't do Ponzi. Don't chase quick gains. I did Ponzi. I'm talking from experience. See, if I started making money, I made money early. I was making money in 2020. I was doing NYSC. After NYSC, I started making I was after NYSC I went home in 2021. Okay, yes, in 2021. No, I did NYSC in 2019. 20, I forgot it, but after NYSC I went home. and I was now making about 400k or 300k a month online. Because I started making money online very long, since for 5 years now. I've been making money online. I've never gotten a job. I don't work for people. So I'm very skilled. So it's either I'm doing copywriting or I'm doing affiliate marketing. That is because I spend a lot of time to invest and learn. So I've never been broke since 2020. I've never been broke. There's no time that I would say I want to get something that I don't have money for it. Never, it can never happen. Except I don't want that thing. If I want to buy anything, if I say I want to buy anything, I will raise the money and buy it. I have never been broke. The only person I've borrowed money from is my wife. And it's not because I don't have the money. It is because maybe the money was not accessible at that point. And that is what investing in yourself does for you. When you invest in yourself, eh, you will never ever be broke, except you are sick. That's what I can, for instance, as I am now, I can never ever be poor. The only thing that will make me poor is maybe I'm not healthy. As long as I am healthy, it is impossible. Even if I lose everything I have now, zero. The only thing I need is a phone. That is the only thing I need. I don't even need capital. Don't give me capital. Just give me a phone and put data in that phone. That is all I need. And I'll generate a million, at least a million for you in a month. That's the only thing I need. That is what investing in. That is why I say you are your ultimate investment. If you can invest in yourself, that is the number one first. So, and how do you invest in yourself? You need to spend a lot of time reading, spend a lot of time gaining knowledge, spend a lot of time practicing your skill. Become so good at what you do that people will easily pay you for it. Become so good. Last month, at least up to 50 persons paid me for one-on-one sessions. I'm not even talking about the group. Why do you think somebody would release 50,000 to a person that has not met before? Because of the knowledge. That's what happens when you invest in yourself. Are you seeing what I'm trying to say? So back to what I was saying. So in 2020, I was making 300k a month. I was staying with my parents, so I didn't have bills then. So what I would do is I'll carry this money, I'll put all in Ponzi scheme. So when I'm telling you not to do Ponzi, it's because I've gotten experience. It's not because see. Don't do Ponzi, please. If you are here, you are doing Ponzi scheme. You see anything, and they'll tell you come and put money, you get 20% every month. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it. Stop it. Go and remove your money from that thing. It might be paying you now, and you think you are good, but it will come eventually a time that that thing will crash. Ponzi scheme is not sustainable. So stop doing Ponzi schemes. That is number 3. Then number 4, please. This one is a personal mistake I made. So let me even share it with you guys. Please travel, travel, travel. Traveling is a very, very good investment. Travel, travel, travel. I'm saying it now. Travel, travel. See, if you have the opportunity to travel outside the country, even for just tourism sake, do it. Let me tell you something. You can never ever dream above your level of exposure. Let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say so that you understand what I'm saying. Do you know that the average um aboki, let me use this word, all those guys that used to um all those cobblers that used to repair shoe, all those outside guys. No disrespect, I'm not trying to disrespect any tribe. You understand? There are some things that they can't dream of. Somebody like that, if you tell somebody like that, do you know that it's possible to make 100,000 a month? They are going to laugh at you because they can't even see it in their mind. It's impossible for them to create a picture of it in their mind. because of their level of exposure. That's what traveling does for you. Traveling exposes you. It allows you to see the world beyond your comfort zone, and it stretches your mindset. Now, I noticed something about me. Anytime I travel, it increases my hunger to succeed more. I'm telling you, the very first time I saw a Rolls Royce was in 2021 in Transcorp Hotel, Abuja. So I went there. I didn't even go there for anything. I just wanted to go there to see how it's like. So I went there and I saw cars. I saw a Rolls Royce. That single experience stretched my mind in a way that I can't even explain. I remember the first time I entered a plane 2023, about 3 years ago. Yeah, that was the first time I entered a plane. So when I went to the airport and I saw hundreds of people in the airport was very crowded. Even the plane I entered, no empty seat, and I think the seat was over 100. What that experience made me more money indirectly. What that thing taught me was the fact that there's abundance of money in this country. Some of you, the reason you are not succeeding in your business or whatever you are doing is because you have conditioned your mind to think lack. You have accepted that things are hard in Nigeria. You have accepted that people that have money, you don't even you have not even seen the possibility of lots of people paying you for your product or service. You're okay with the 10 customers you are getting a month. You are not even thinking that that 10 customers can become 100 and it can become 500. That's because you have accepted that things are not good in this country. But when you see possibility or you experience things that make you question that reality and make you see that more people have money in this country, you will not even be selling yourself short. That's why people will ask you how much or something. Instead of you to tell them 50,000, 100,000, you'll be telling them 5,000 naira because you are afraid that they will go. You are afraid that they won't pay you because what have you accepted? That things are hard. But when I went to the airport that day, I saw lots of people entering the plane. I was like, so people have money in this country because I think the flight then was 60,000. So I paid over 120,000 at one in 2020. That was the first time I took the plane. And I saw lots of people. And that time, 2023, 60,000 was close to, was almost $100, which is in today's rate is like 150,000. So I was like, if all these people can pay 100,000, 60,000 for a flight ticket, it means people have money in this country. In fact, the airport was even more crowded than some of the bus stops I knew. That's what traveling does for you. It exposes you. Some of you are still thinking small because all your life you grew up in that your small village. By the time you leave that your small village and go to a big city and see how life is like, you will stop being comfortable with mediocrity. That's what traveling does for you. So traveling itself is an investment. It is not all investment that is tangible. Traveling is an investment. So please travel. Travel. If you are here, you are making money. Plan to have your first international trip. That is one of the biggest regrets I have. Not doing it earlier. Not doing it earlier. Because the money was never a problem for me. So now that you are young, because if you are old now, when you get married, give birth, you have more responsibilities. If you are 18, 19, 20, some of you are making good money. I have a lot of mentees making money online. Good money. Travel. Plan to, even if you are not traveling internationally, even within your country, can go to places that are more developed. Go to places like Abuja, Lagos, visit nice places, sleep in nice hotels, right? That's what it does for you. Traveling exposes your mind. It does. Then finally, take more risk. Because at the end of the day, if you don't take risk, you are going to regret it. I'm telling you, you are going to regret it. For instance, now, some of you here, you have been ignoring the crypto signals that we drop here daily. You ignore them because you're afraid of losing money. So I'm telling you, see, if you lose the money, what will happen? Will you die? You won't die. So take more risk. So now let's talk about some of the things you can do to properly manage risk when it comes to investing and trading. Because one of the biggest fear many investors have is fear of losing their money. Why I can't guarantee that investment is risk free, I usually tell you guys, you should know that the chance of losing your money is there. Anything can happen. Investment is not risk free. Why I can't tell you that? You can do some things to help mitigate and minimize risk when it comes to investing and trading. Number one, which I always say, which I always say, is this: don't invest your survival money. Let me tell you a story. I bought Bitcoin in 2024. I bought Bitcoin around this time, 2024. I bought Bitcoin. When I bought Bitcoin, Bitcoin was selling for um, $70,000. I bought it. I think I used $3,000 capital to buy it. Then I bought it. I had $3,000. I just bought Bitcoin with it 2 years ago. So when I bought Bitcoin, the following day, Bitcoin dropped from $70,000 to $65,000. It continued going like that until it even got to $60,000. And my money that I bought reduced. But I didn't even panic. It was around early 2024. It was like that for April, May, June, July, August, September, October, then November, Bitcoin went up. And it went from that $60,000 to $120,000. And I made money. Now I want to ask you a question. If that money that I used to buy Bitcoin was my rent, or it was a money I wanted to use to do something, or if I had borrowed the money to buy Bitcoin, that time that Bitcoin went down for months, I would have sold at loss because I would have sold it to solve my problem or try to pay back the loan I took. But I didn't move. I didn't even shake. One sign to know that you have matured when it comes to investing is that you are not even shaking or panicking when your stocks or investment is going down. That is a sign that you are there. So you must get to the point where you open your portfolio, you see that your 1 million has become 700,000 naira, you laugh instead of shaking or fearing. Until you get to that level, you have not started investing. Because it will happen, no? And it doesn't mean you have made it's just market volatility. So don't ever invest money that you can't risk. If you will have sleepless nights when you invest the money, you shouldn't invest that money. That's number one thing. It should be extra money. That's number one. Number two, properly diversify. It helps you minimize risk. Let me give you another life example of this diversification. The US stock market and the crypto market has been down since late last year because of Donald Trump wahala, Donald Trump tariff, and this war. So the market has not been doing well. It has not been doing well. So my entire crypto, I'm losing money till now. I'm losing money. I'm losing more than half of my crypto portfolio. I'm telling you. But I'm not moved. One thing that is giving me small bit of confidence is Nigeria market. Why the crypto market and the US market has been bad? The Nigerian market has been good throughout this year. Nigerian stock has been doing well. You see why diversification is good? Because investing it has your emotions. Nobody likes to be losing at every angle. So if you are losing in one angle but you are winning in another angle, it will give you some bit of hope. And that's what is happening to me. So I'm seeing that my US stock market, my crypto market is going down, but the Nigerian one is doing very well. Nigerian mutual funds is doing very well. It's giving me some form of confidence that because I diversified. But if I carry all my money and put it in crypto, the market is going down, I would have felt it a little bit. I know I wouldn't have sold because me 5 years ago I would have sold, but at this level I won't panic because I've grown. I'm a more experienced investor. But then, even with all the experience, I will still feel it, right? So diversification helps you minimize your risk. It's just like a house that is has only one pillar that is holding it. You can't compare it to the house that has four, five pillars. So don't ever pack all your money and put in one asset class alone. Always properly diversify. It's important you learn to properly diversify. Don't just pack all your money and put in one asset class. Then again, this one is for traders, those that are day trading. If you are here in this group and you are using signal to trade, listen carefully because the signals that are dropped here, they are very good. I used to actually drop signals a lot for those of you that have been with us, but right now I've been very busy. But we have very good analysts here that drop crypto signals. If you use signals here, you need to be consistent. Let me explain. Assuming one of the signal providers here is Joel. Assuming Joel drops a signal today and the signal does bad, you lose money in the signal that it dropped. So maybe Joel lost $20 and you too you lose. Then the next signal that Joel drops, Joel lost again. So let's say he lost on that $20. You lose. Then again, Joel now drop another one. But that one that I dropped, that made him $100. So overall, Joel dropped three signals, lost to one. The two lost $40, but the one he won made him $100. So overall, he's in profit of $60. But you lost the first, you lost the second, then you say, I'm not going to take the third one because you are frustrated because you have lost two. So at the end of the day, you didn't win, but the guy that dropped the signals has won because he has recovered his loss. That's what trading is. So if you are using signal, you need to be consistent. If you are not consistent with the signals you are using, you will not be getting the same result as the provider. That's why they will tell you always risk 10% of your account to trade. So if you have $100 capital, don't use more than 10% to take one trade. So that you have enough capital in case you lose, you have enough capital to rebound. Trading is very tricky. Imagine you can take 5 trades and lose 4, win 1, but then you are still profitable. It happens. So the 5 trade you lost $10, $10, $10, $10. Then the fourth one you won $150. Are you profitable? Of course you are profitable. Especially when your risk to reward ratio is low. Maybe you are only risking 1% of your account to get 3 or 5% reward. So you must be consistent with the signals you are using. Don't say, don't choose the one you want to use because the one you will use might lose. Because there's nobody that trades that win all the time. It's not possible. What makes people profitable as a trader is the average. The same thing with investing. What makes you a profitable investor is your entire portfolio. I think, thank God for this. Let me even explain it. For instance, you can have 5 stocks in your portfolio. Out of those 5, 3 does well, 2 does bad. You are still profitable. You are still a profitable investor. You don't look at your investor individually, you look at your portfolio. At the same time, you can have Nigerian stocks, 10 US stocks, 10 crypto. Nigerian stock does bad, all your Nigerian stock does bad, but your crypto does good, your US stock does good. Are you a profitable investor? Yes, you are a profitable investor. Even if one of your portfolio is minus something. So when it comes to investing, you don't look at one as individual, you look at your entire portfolio. That's what makes up an investor. That's why they will tell you build a portfolio. That what makes you a profitable investor. So don't look at your stock as one. Look at the entirety. Look at your portfolio. That is what you should look at you when when you when you invest. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense. Are you guys following me? If you can follow me, if you have been following me, let me know.
Yeah, we are following.
Very good. So I've been speaking for the past 1 hour. I think I'll stop here because I know a lot of us have questions. I want to take your personal questions. So for the next 1 hour now, we'll just do Q&A. I'm going to take as much questions as I can for the next 1 hour. But just give me 1 minute. My laptop is low. Let me quickly look for the charger and plug it. Just give me 1 minute. When I come back, I'll take Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, you ask. You just indicate, then I will unmute you, then you ask. I'm going to answer as much questions as I can for the next 1 hour. Then, or you can even type your question if you don't want to ask it. If you don't want to talk with your voice, you can type your question and I'm going to answer it. So I'm coming. Let me quickly charge my laptop. It's low. Yeah. All right. So let's start. Let's do some Q&A. So if you have any question, you can kindly unmute yourself, speak, or you can just type it in the group, and I'm going to answer as much as I can.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Who is talking? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is David
Kindly
Austin.
introduce yourself. What's your name? Yeah, good evening. Okay, good evening,
Yeah,
David.
David Austin. Yes.
Okay.
So, but thank you for this. I'm really grateful. For the first question, you talked about your investment portfolio,
Yes.
and it was really interesting. So, for this Nigeria stock now,
Yes, yes.
I have I want to invest straight for 2 years. I want
Okay.
a time of yes, straight 2 years at least 700K every month. So
All right.
so I need how to diversify, really, how to share this money to put straight 2 years. I will not touch it. At least 2 years. That is one question. Then question two is
Wait first. Let's answer that one first. So you want
okay,
to
sir.
invest 700K every month for 2 years.
Yes.
Have you invested before?
Yes, I've invested before, but I was scared I left the market. That crash, that major crash that happened. Is it 2.6? I mean 2.8 or so? It
Okay. So
affected me.
right now you
So
don't have any stock. You don't have any stock in your portfolio.
no, the one I have is just small in bamboo app, that is about UBA. I have, I think, about just small, about 100 or 200,000 or so. No, less than 200,000.
Okay. So the ones I have in my portfolio, you can check them out. For instance, now I believe in Lafarge. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Lafarge, I believe in Lafarge is one company that I believe in. It's in the industrial sector that produce cement. I also believe
Okay,
in
sir.
MTN. Are you listening? So
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
now your UBA, leave it. Oh, don't sell UBA. You
Okay,
can
sir.
add Lafarge, you can add MTN. Then you can check out Fitsim. Fitsim is in the pharmaceutical sector. They are very good company in
Okay,
the pharmaceutical
16.
sector. Are you writing?
I'm right. Yes, I have them with me.
Okay, so Fitting is in pharmaceutical, MTN is in telecom, Lafarge is in industrial, then you have UBA which is in the banking sector, which is four. Add another
Yes, sir.
banking stock. If you have to add another banking stock, you can pick either Jais Bank or Zenith. But you can go for
Okay,
Jais
Zenith.
since most of the stock I've just suggested are ICAP. But then,
Okay.
yes, within your portfolio, UBA pays dividends, MTN pays dividends, Lafarge pays dividends.
Okay,
It's a
sir.
good dividend portfolio, but Jais Bank doesn't pay dividends. But Jais Bank has room for more growth. Fitting doesn't
Okay.
pay dividends, but they have room for more growth.
For more growth. Okay.
So, see what you should do. Don't buy Jais, buy Zenith,
Okay, sir.
but buy Fitting.
Okay, sir.
But then you must understand that it's risk. So it's not when it goes against you tomorrow you come and start dragging
No,
it.
no, 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 no. I'm looking at 2 years. I'm looking at long term, not short term.
Good.
Because
And I
yeah, where the job I'm doing before I will come back, if it take me 1 year, it's a yearly contract. So I'm there. So it's not something that I'll be in a haste. No, 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 not like
but
that.
then don't put all your money in stocks. Properly also diversify. So
Okay,
you instead of putting the 700K in stock, you can put 500K instead, then 200K in money market mutual funds for that 2 years every
okay,
month. That's what you should do.
okay,
So the 500K, just be putting 100K in each of the stock.
okay, sir. Okay.
I don't know if you understand what
Thank
I'm
you,
trying
sir.
to.
Yes, yes, I've written them. I've
Or
written
let's
them.
let's do it this way. See, let's do it this way. Listen, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening, sir.
Which which broker are you using?
I use this. I wanted to ask. That is the next question I wanted to ask you, but since you have asked me, this CSL.
Use Yocha or Bamboo.
Okay.
Personally, personally, eh,
Yes.
one of the reasons I like Yocha is anytime I have an issue, their customer care used to reply me fast, and they are very helpful with their customer care. It is something that they are ahead of Bamboo. Bamboo people always used to complain of Bamboo a lot, but Yocha, their customer care is always fast to reply. They always help me. That Yocha, they are not very popular, but they have very good customer service. That's why I use Yocha.
Okay, no problem. There's a stockbroker I was using before. That this CSL, this would have a sanction. This CSL,
If
FCMB
they sanction,
stock.
if they
Yes,
sanction them,
I should not.
don't use them again if they have sanctioned them.
Okay, sir.
So what you should do, wait, is it only that 700K you have to invest a month? Is it only that 700K you have to invest?
I can actually increase it. I can increase up to 1 million. Just I don't want to save some cash.
Well, yeah, let's leave it for 700K. This is what I will tell you to do. Let's redo it. See, put, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm writing too.
How old are you?
I'm 42 already.
Okay, see what you do. Put 200K in mutual funds, money market mutual funds every month.
Okay.
Then you can put 100K in that UBA,
Okay. UBA.
100K in MTN.
MTN.
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm writing. Yes.
Then you put 100K in Lafarge.
Lafarge.
Then that last 100K, put it in Palenti. It's a US stock.
Okay.
Palenti.
Alenti. Spell their
P
Alenti.
A P P P Palenti. P
Oh,
A L A N T I R.
okay.
Now,
IR. Okay.
yes, your portfolio is now
Alenti.
balanced. Yes, you have a US, you have a Nigeria, you have low risk. Now, as time goes on, as you do it for some time, you can now start buying new stock, adding, but you can start with this one.
Okay. No problem. No problem. I'll
Yes.
start with this immediately. No problem.
Then if
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
to suggest a broker, I use Yocha and Bamboo. That's what I use. But Yocha has really been good to me. I've not had issues using them. Even if I have issues,
Yes.
once I message their customer care, they will reply me fast and they help me solve my issue.
Okay, I think I will check them. Why I was scared of bamboo is that I think of the amount of money I want to put in for bamboo. So I see since it's an online, I used that CSL before, but the CSL, even if you make deposit before they will respond to you, it's not immediate. You make deposit to take 2 3 days before they will credit your CSCS
Yocha,
account.
Yocha is fast. Once you just deposit and withdraw, once you withdraw your money, instant you get your money in your bank account.
Okay, okay, no problem, sir. I'll
Yes.
do that
Don't be
immediately.
afraid of using Yocha.
No problem.
Yes, Yocha is okay. So
No problem.
um yes. Glory is asking, please, how were you able to grow your followers to 100K? Do you pay to get them? I don't pay to get people. No, now. How much do I want to pay to get 100,000? I did not pay. is consistency. I used to post 3 videos on TikTok every day. It takes a lot of effort. I was posting 3 videos every day on TikTok. That means it's not worse. I'm still posting 3 videos every day on TikTok. So some days I used to even post more than that. So when you are posting constantly on social media, people will engage with your content and people will follow you. Most of you here followed me through TikTok. Just that, posting 3 valuable videos every day on TikTok. Then Fitting pay dividends. At least they paid last year. Yes, Fitting pay. Okay, thank you for that correction. Fitting pay. Thank you. Then Daniel is asking, is there a chance that a stock turn to zero or the risk involved with it? Okay, this is a very good question by Daniel. Now, there's a possibility of a stock going to zero, especially when the company is bankrupt. It has happened to some stocks like Skybank, for instance. Skybank went bankrupt years ago. If a stock goes down to zero, you lose your money. And you will always know if a stock is not doing well. One of the signs that you know a stock that is going down is by seeing that their income is reducing. Their revenue and their income is reducing. I showed you guys for Dangote Sugar now. If I, as Dangote Sugar, if I notice that they are not improving, after some time, I'll sell it. So that's what will happen. When you as an investor invest in stock, from time to time, be checking it. That's why I talked about reviewing your portfolio. When you review your portfolio from time to time, you are going to know the ones that you need to sell off. When you notice that a pattern, the stock is not doing well, you sell it off. That's why it's hard for some people to lose money completely from the stock market, because by the time the stock is already down, they're already out of it. So there's a possibility of stock going down to zero, especially if the company bankrupt, because you are investing in the company and anything can happen to the company. Ibukun Sewedo is saying, what can you say about Dangote refinery? And there's nothing much to say. It's not out yet. When it's out, you can buy, but don't expect too much money from it. It might not give you the kind of money you get from Jai's Bank, but it will be definitely a dividend giant because their dividends will be in dollars. So it's a good thing to invest, especially for the long term. But when it's out, you can buy. Bolo Kadiri, my name is Bolo Kadiri from Ghana. My question is, which investment app will I sign up so that I can start investing? If you're in Ghana, you can use Bamboo. You can use Chaka. But you can use Bamboo. Bamboo work in Ghana. Then for Matthew, please, is Nvidia still a good stock to buy? I bought Nvidia about $1,000, but I've not seen any improvement yet. It's still revolving around particular. It's still a good stock. Now, when I bought Nvidia 2 years ago, when I first bought it, for days, not even days, for weeks, it was going down. But I didn't panic. I kept on buying. Today, I'm making profit. I'm in profit in my US portfolio. All my US stocks are up, except Palantir. Palantir is down though, but I'm making money in all of them. So when you buy a good stock, don't panic with short-term volatility. So long that stock is good, give it some time. That is why before you invest in something, understand that thing and know what you are investing in. When you know what you are investing in, you are not, for instance, now, as I'm looking at the video, I'm not even looking at 5 years, I'm looking at 10 years, looking at 15 years, because I'm looking at the changes they are making in the AI industry. I'm not looking at now. That is what investing is. Looking at the future. Right? So you must understand what you are investing in. When you understand what you are investing in, you won't panic. You won't panic. That's why they talk about research, understand. That's what, don't just buy. Know why you are buying. If you can't explain to somebody why you buy a stock, you shouldn't invest in that stock. There's no stock in my portfolio now. I can't explain to you why I own it. I'll tell you this is why I have it. This is the idea behind this company. This is where this company is going to. This is expectation. There's no investment I have in my portfolio that I can't explain. So when I see a particular stock going down, I don't panic. The only thing I can do is that if I notice that this thing has been going down for a while, I'll go and find out the reason behind it. Sometimes it might not be anything serious. It might just be political tension. That's what's happening in the US market. Political tension. Iran, US. The world is at war. And anytime the world is at war, it will affect the market. That's what's happening in the US market and in the crypto market. By the time everything stabilizes, many of these stocks and crypto will bounce back. James Abel is asking, my name is James, I'm 19 years. How can I increase my income? I'm earning 50K now as a sales boy. Go and learn a digital skill. You can learn video editing, you can learn YouTube automation. Use your phone instead of playing e-football or anything. Many of the people your age here will spend all their time playing e-football on their phone. Spend that time to learn a good digital skill online and monetize it. That's what I did years ago. I learned 3D animation. That was what I used to make my first million online. I learned content creation, I learned art, I learned copywriting. You understand? So just spend some time to learn any good digital skill. You can use it to make money online. So Rajola Milekon, please, what is carry rice? For where is there different with piggyvest? Carry rice, you can use carry rice to invest in stock markets. You can use carry rice to invest in mutual funds. You can use carry rice to save. But piggyvest, you can only use piggyvest to save. You can use piggyvest to invest in real estate too, but carry rice is more of an investment app. But piggyvest is strictly for savings. That's the major difference between piggyvest and carry rice. They are very good. Both of them are very good. They have been around for a long time. I think 9 years now. Piggyvest has been around since 2015. I be 2016. But I knew I started using piggyvest in 2019. I started using piggyvest in 2019. So they have been very, very solid. They are good apps and I use them. So, but they are different. Bamboo receiving from withdrawal, what do? You reach out to their support. You see, that's one issue I have in Bamboo. Bamboo can be very wahala sometimes. But you reach out to their support, Ibukun, complain to them and they can sort it out for you. That's the only thing you can do about Bamboo. So drop your questions so if you have before we end the session tonight. If you have any questions, kindly type it in the group. I'm going to answer. Elvina Mia, please, can you mention or spell the 2 US stock you invested aside from Palantir and Tesla? Okay, I invested in Nvidia. Let me type it. Nvidia, yeah, and S&P 500. Those are the other two stocks. Then what is the spelling of broker that you say their services good? Yocha. Yocha. That is the spelling. Are you going to invest in that Refinery when the stock is open? You're just going to report it. I don't know yet. I've not made that decision about investing in that Refinery shop. Truthfully, I've not made the decision. But I will make the decision before then. Who is that person stopping us now? Who is that person disturbing us? Okay, I've not made the decision. Then is the dividend going to be worth it? I don't know, but I feel it's going to be worth it because Dangote is a dividend giant. Dangote Refinery will be a dividend giant. But dividends is only good when you have much capital. It's when you have small capital, you're not going to feel it. The Jaiz Bank is still a very good stock to invest. Jaiz Bank is a good stock to invest in for the long term. Please, can you repeat skills you mentioned to boost your income? Video editing, copywriting, content creation, digital product creation, Facebook adverts. Those are very good skills. You can start by joining my 4-month mentorship. Let me drop this link here. I teach most of these skills in my 4-month mentorship. Let me drop the link here so that you guys can. Although it's not free, it will be 50K for 4 months. Our mentor teach you 10 skills. Many of my students used to join and they'll make money online. I have a student that used to make 400K every month after taking this mentorship. So I'll teach you guys for 4 months. You can click the link and you get more information there. Emmanuel, what type of low risk stocks can one invest in with 1 million for a period of 5 years? You can check out if you want just low risk, although they are low risk. Okay, low risk. MTN is very good for low risk. Then Zenith is good too for low risk. MTN is good, Zenith is good. Then GTCO, but don't expect too much returns from them. Don't expect too much returns, but they are low risk. Even Dangote Cement is low risk, but don't expect too much returns for them. But the high risk are CWG, Fitsin, Jaiz Bank, high risk. CWG, Fitsin, Jaiz Bank, high risk. You can expect good money, but at the same time, your capital is not guaranteed. Mr. Ola, is Cowride still safe for investing? I heard that their security is safe. Cowride is safe. Nothing happens to Cowride. The Cowride that was sanctioned is not the Cowride that you use. It's a different Cowride. It's safe. For Maxi, please, can I buy Bitcoin at spot and the current price now? Is there any possibility that you write before now till next year? Is the crypto market bull or bear? We are in the bear market too. Crypto market is just somehow. But buy Bitcoin, I beg. Buy Bitcoin. You cannot lose if you buy Bitcoin for the long term. Don't panic. Buy Bitcoin. Please, any suggestion on where can follow news? Check out Nairametrics on social media. Follow Nairametrics. Then also follow Watcher Guru on X. Follow Watcher Guru on X. Watcher Guru is another good place you can follow. How can I invest in money market fund? You can use Cowride. I explained it in the course. Go through the course. I've explained it. Is Ekeja Hotel a good stock to buy? No, it's not. I don't think it's a good stock. Manuela, I don't think it's a good stock. Personally, won't invest in Ekeja Hotel. Instead, I will invest in Transport Hotel instead. But then, I might be wrong, but I don't feel it's a good stock. I want to invest 20K every month on Nvidia. Is that a good choice? It is. But then, it's better to put that money in Nigerian stock. 20K every month is not much. You put it in a Nigerian stock instead. US stock is 1 unit of Nvidia is more than $200, which is over 300,000 naira. So if it's only 20K you have, go for Nigerian stock instead. Ultimate. Good day, Mr. Aruka. My question is, I want to go into affiliate market, so I need you to give me insight about it and how to pick. Just join this my group. I teach affiliate marketing today. Let me target it. Affiliate marketing is a good thing, so you can start by joining this group. You will learn a lot. How do I activate my dollar account? Just verify. You verify your dollar account. When you verify your dollar account, it has been activated. Chocobi, is it better to be buying Nigerian stock one by one or to invest in a basket of stocks like mutual funds, S&P? You do all. You properly do all, right? But if you are young, it's better to buy stocks one by one because you can take the risk. You can take the risk if you are young. It's somebody that is much advanced now. You can't be taking that much risk. If you are young, you can buy Nigerian stocks one by one. What's your view in Zichis? I mean, leave Zichis, don't buy Zichis. I think they were caught manipulating their stock. I think they have come back to the market, but right from day one, I doubted that company itself. So I would advise you to buy Zichis. I don't have any agri stock, but I have a food stock, which is Dangote Sugar. I don't have any agri stock for now, but I have a food stock, which is Dangote Sugar. So I think we'll stop here. Let me stop the recording. For those of you that joined late, I'll drop the recording. I will upload the recording in your portals. I'll upload the recording of this session in your portal so you can go through it when you are free.
Sir, sorry, is it okay for me to have Zenith Bank and Fidelity Bank and Owando, or should I sell them